It's week 4 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll see the electric Jayden Daniels. He's 4th in the NFL in passing touchdowns this season.
Three 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in week 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now a 2nd and 6. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Peterson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To Gabriel, middle of the field. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Pacheco gets it up the gut. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Looking to throw. Peterson. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The numbers on the ground for Pacheco last week. 12 carries, 67 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Peterson. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Franklin. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and 2. This is caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Christian Kirk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
Not sure what you thought, but I thought it was appropriate when he walked into our meeting with his arm totally encased in ice, because he threw 5 touchdown passes last week and won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award.
Yeah, but reading the paper this morning, and he said, gosh, I actually thought I should have got 6 or 7. But still, it was an amazing performance a week ago.
Boy, I'll tell you what, if he thought he should have had 6 or 7, that's a guy's an absolute perfectionist, not just greedy.
2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Daniels. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dickson. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing to start the drive, Peterson. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now,
in trouble, and he's taken down. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They've got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 150 under pressure, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Throwing now is Daniels. Eluding the pressure right. Fights through and now a crease. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Here's Michael Dickson now to punt. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Franklin. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. 55 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. To throw is Daniels. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
That's interference. Defense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Daniels. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. In motion, the tight end. Play action, now it's Daniels. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Now Daniels. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Peterson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 31, here's 2nd down and 2. Off play action. Peterson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38 as they've got it as we resume action. To the sideline and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Franklin. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back to throw. Peterson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Christian Kirk with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 21-0. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. To the air goes Daniels. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's 1st down as he'll get this down to the 41. They go play action. Daniels. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Daniels looking to throw. And this one's incomplete. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line.
Isaiah Pacheco and the offense back out.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Washington on 3rd down.
They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line.
The Washington offense set to take over.
And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Here's Daniels.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on for the 5th time here today. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Peterson.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Off play action. Daniels. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And out across midfield down to the 45.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 3. Here's Pacheco once again.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Peterson. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
They go play action here on 1st down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Daniels.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. Back to throw again. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side.
This a 2nd and 8.
Throwing now is Daniels. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
To throw is Daniels. That is caught. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. 1 second, all that remains. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Throwing to start the drive, Daniels.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Taylor.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
The Broncos offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Throw left side complete. That's Phillips. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake. Peterson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off play action. Peterson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Now a 3rd and 6.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he's on to punt for Denver. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
They'll check this one down to Taylor.
And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Washington. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or two inside the 45-yard line.
Now the football going back over to the Denver Broncos.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
He's been terrific so far. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Play action, now it's Daniels.
To the right side, complete to Taylor. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Now Daniels.
They set up the bubble screen. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Operating from the gun, Daniels.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
The Broncos offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. That's into the hands of Edwards. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
A handoff now for Pacheco.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Peterson. Open man is Kirk, complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now a run with Pacheco.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Peterson.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And he's got it to about the 40. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, 3rd quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question.
Back now at Commanders Field. 2nd down and 8.
A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
13 yards on the play. And the Commanders first down.
To the air goes Daniels.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Off the play fake. Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Daniels looking to throw.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Now they send a man in motion right.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Taylor is in. Touchdown, Washington.
Ka'imi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it, and that'll make the score 31-13. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it, but just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Again, it's Pacheco.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 4.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Broncos first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Peterson. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackles. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the